What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Kangaroo Black coming back once again with my top 5 SEC rankings after week 1. And let's get into it. At number 5, I got the South Carolina Gamecocks, who defeated the Virginia Tech Hokies 24-11. All right, Lenoris Sellers, he didn't do what I thought he would in the run game. He was held only 25 yards rushing, but he did rush for a touchdown. He also threw a touchdown, man. A lot of people might say Virginia Tech is not a good team. Well, we don't know that yet. All right. This was a close game. All right. It was 10, I think 10-8 at halftime or something like that. But yeah, 10-8 at halftime. And it was scoreless in the third quarter. And then South Carolina made some big plays in the fourth and put up 2 touchdowns in the fourth quarter. Lenoris Sellers, 209 passing with a touchdown. Like I said, he had a rushing touchdown, but he was held to only 25 rushing yards. Now, I know in future games, Lenoris Sellers is going to have to use his legs. And I think he will be able to. All right, it's going to be some games where he's going to be able to run wild. All right. South Carolina defense, I think it fell off a little bit. I don't think it's as good as it was last season. But I still think they're going to have a good defense. I think South Carolina got a good team. And I think they can win some quality games this season over some quality opponents. Do I think they're a playoff team right now? No, I don't. But it's only the first game. It's the first game. Just like every team, everybody got stuff to work on and everybody got stuff that they're going to get better at. And South Carolina is one of those teams. So, and I think Lenoris Sellers, he's going to get better. We already know he can run. And look like he done got better in the passing game. And Lenoris Sellers is part of the reason why I got South Carolina at number 5. All right. So congratulations, South Carolina. You and my top 5 coming in at number 5. At number 4, I got the Texas Longhorns. I know they lost. But look at who they lost to. The defending national champions, Ohio State. Texas is a good team, and Texas is going to win a lot of games. Trust me on that. Texas defense held Ohio State to 203 total yards, 77 yards rushing. Okay? Only 126 yards passing. Arch Manning did not play like the Arch Manning that he was hyped up to be. But throughout the game, as the game went on, I think Arch Manning was getting better. And with more experience under his belt, game after game, he is going to be better. And I think Arch Manning just may be one of the best quarterbacks in college football by season's end. All right. I do think Texas is going to be a playoff team. Texas is going to win a lot of games. They got an outstanding defense. They just fell short. That's all it is. And I think if Texas and Ohio State meet again, Texas will have a good chance of beating them. That's just me. That's just me. Okay. Even with Arch Manning and his deficiencies, they didn't have a bad day offensively. They did manage 336 total yards. There was a balanced offense, 170 yards passing, 166 yards rushing. So yeah, they ran for 166 yards on Ohio State's offense. Not bad. Not bad at all. Arch Manning, he did throw a touchdown, but he also had an interception. All right, so he got to clean that up. But this is his third start of his career. All right, he still don't have a lot of the experience. So hey, it is what it is, man. So I got Texas coming in at number 4 in my top 5 rankings after week 1. At number 3, I got them LSU Tigers who look outstanding on the defensive side of the ball. A far cry from what we've seen the last 2 years. And Clemson is a quality opponent. They held Clemson to 31 yards rushing, 260 total yards, 261 total yards. But anyway, outstanding. Outstanding. This defense played a hell of a game. They definitely look better than what I thought they was going to look like. And LSU looked better than what I thought they would look like, all right, as a team. I know they only won by 7 points. But LSU dominated this game, especially on the defensive side of the ball. Garrett Nussmeier, 230 yards and a touchdown. Caden Durham, his second year of college football, 74 yards rushing and a touchdown. Aaron Anderson, that boy is fast. 99 yards on 6 catches. He is fast. He is their most experienced receiver, and it showed against Clemson. All right. But this defense, I love this defense. They got it. They got a turnover. They got an interception. They got a couple of sacks. So this defense is off the chain, man. I love it. I love it. And when they needed a stop, they showed up and showed out in the fourth quarter. I love it. I love this LSU defense. Outstanding. So for that, LSU is number 3 in my top 5 rankings after week 1. Coming in at number 2, I got the Tennessee Vols. I like what I seen out the Tennessee Vols, even though I think Tennessee can get better. I think they can get better. I like what I seen out of their quarterback, Joey Aguilar. Tennessee got an explosive offense again. They got the offense. They running this offense like they did when they had Hendon Hooker. It ain't slow. Trust me. And you better have your wind about yourself. And I'm talking about your breath. You better have it up when you get ready to play this Tennessee offense. I'm going to tell you right now. 493 total yards. 7 yards from 500 that they gained against Syracuse. All I know is Syracuse was a 10-3 team last year. That's all I know. All right. 493 yards. A balanced attack. 247 yards passing. 246 yards rushing. Come on now. That seemed like the run game ain't fell off of one bit from last year when they had Dylan Sampson, the best running back in the SEC last year. But Tennessee, man, Joey Aguilar, 247 yards and 3 touchdowns. They didn't never get nothing like that from Nico. Star Thomas, 92 yards rushing. Deshaun Bishop, 82 yards rushing and a touchdown. The rest of them, 38 yards and 34 yards. Staley, 4 catches, 95 yards and a touchdown. Brazel, 5 catches, 62 yards and a touchdown. Miles Kesselman, tight end, had a touchdown. No, Brazel didn't have a touchdown. But Braylon Staley, 4 catches, 95 yards and a touchdown. Miles Kesselman had a touchdown from the tight end position. And Star Jones out the backfield had a receiving touchdown. Outstanding. This defense, they managed to get a sack or 2. But I like what I seen out of Texas, man. Especially out of Tennessee, especially on the offensive side of the ball. Joey Aguilar, he played a pretty good damn game. I think he played better in his first game with Tennessee than Nico did all season last year. Just my opinion. Tennessee going to win a lot of games too. And I think Tennessee will be a playoff team just going by what I seen this past Saturday. I really do. So shout out to Tennessee. Shout out to what Josh Heupel did with this program. Outstanding. That's about what I got, man. The passing, the rushing, the offense look like a total offense, and it's going to get better as these games go on. Defense going to get better too. I think the defense can be a little bit better, all right? But I don't expect it to be a far cry from what they was last season on the defensive side of the ball, because last year, this defense was up to par. All right, so I got Tennessee at number 2 in my top 5 rankings after week 1. And at number 1, the Georgia Bulldogs. I know who they played. I know they played Marshall. But guess what they did? They went out and took care of business like they were supposed to do. They dominated Marshall. 488 total yards. Balanced attack. 249 passing for Gunner. 249 passing and rushing yards, 239. They held Marshall's offense to 207 total yards, 78 yards of rushing, and on 129 yards passing. I held them to only 7 first down, 3 of 15 on third down. That's what they held Marshall to. Okay. Georgia was 3 of 3 on fourth down. They had the ball for 34 minutes. All right. I knew this was going to be a blowout game. I didn't watch too much of it. I didn't need to. And plus, Georgia is the SEC defending champion, and haven't lost a game to an SEC program. So I can't drop them. That's it. I don't care who they played. Anyway, Gunnar Stockton had 190 yards passing and 2 touchdowns. Puglisi came in the game, had 59 yards passing and a touchdown. Gunnar Stockton had 10 carries for 73 yards and 2 touchdowns. So he's responsible for 4 touchdowns. Dwight Phillips, 60 carries, 60 yards, and a touchdown. Okay. Nate Frazier, he didn't do so good. 11 carries, 47 yards. Not bad. I mean, he didn't do so good. 11 carries, 47 yards. So, but they didn't need him. They didn't need him to do that. Transfer, Zachariah Branch, 3 catches, 95 yards and a touchdown. He was their leading wide receiver by a long shot. All right. But you did have Ellis Williams. He scored a touchdown too. But he didn't have a 23 yards rushing. And London Humphreys, 23 yards receiving, London Humphreys had a touchdown. Three catches for 8 yards. He had a touchdown too. But hey, it is what it is. The thing is, the defense didn't have any sacks. Didn't have any turnovers. But hey, maybe you didn't need them in this game. As I said, each team I named got stuff they got to work on and things they got to get better on. All right? So, and I'm sure Georgia going to be one of those teams. I know Georgia lost a lot. I've been talking about that shit the whole offseason. Oh, y'all lost this. Y'all lost that. But this Georgia team going to win a lot of games. Watch what I tell you. And this Georgia team going to be a playoff team. And out of my top 5, I see Texas as a playoff team. I see LSU as a playoff team. I see Tennessee as a playoff team. And I see UGA as a playoff team. Even though they got to play each other, some of these teams. All right, so, but I still see all 4 of them as a playoff team. South Carolina, we'll see. But as for right now, those 5 teams are my top 5 SEC teams after week 1. Number 1, Georgia. Number 2, Tennessee. Number 3, LSU. Number 4, Texas. And number 5, South Carolina. So congratulations to all these teams. And with that being said, tell me what y'all think about my top 5 SEC rankings after week 1. But until then, y'all be blessed. Remember, KB don't give a piss about nothing but the Tide, and roll damn Tide.